Well, hello and welcome back to Stationeers. This is Europa. Well, we're still chugging along, growing our potatoes, trying to get enough biomass to then make the volatiles slash hydrogen, to then make the water, to then make more biomass to make more to have the complete circle completely completed. Right. Having said that, this is going to take a while, I think. And let me check on the water situation here. That is not the right tablet. I really need to get those things color-coded. So we've got 12 liters in the tank. Now, this does not include the amount of water in the pipe network and in each tray, so we're not doing too bad. And let's see. Oh, we've got 56 liters of the water that we were able to produce so far, so that's not bad at all. I'm happy about that, and that doesn't include the 11.8 liters in this pipe network. So, okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Now, that does not tell me how well we're doing as far as hydrogen production. So, let me get my suit put on, close my lid, and we'll go downstairs and see how's it going on down there. Right. Ouch, come on down. Yeah. How are we doing here? Well, we're still making water. It's trying to cool down. How are we doing over here? Well, we're still not maxing out anything, so that's probably for the best. Okay, our fuel is staying nice and cool. That's good. Got plenty of oxygen, which is, well, not surprising since we have an unlimited supply of oxygen. Not our volatiles are going down. Well. Well. We may have to implement our fertilizer plan sooner rather than later. But since we have an excess is a grandiose word. We have some water in here that can be put towards fertilizer production. Now the fertilizer production will also get us a bit of volatiles, so that's no, it's not a complete loss. How are we doing over here? You're still draining off just fine. Yep, you're still draining off just fine. How are the filters doing? Put some medium filters in here, and yeah, they're not going to last forever. What about over here? What's our fuel mix? It's still okay. It's oxygen rich. It's still roughly 2 to 1. 2 volatiles to 1 oxygen. So that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, you're all doing your thing. You're doing your best to cool down. How many? Ooh, another 20 liters in the tank, plus the almost 2 liters in the pipe. All right, so we're not doing a lot better than what we were as far as water on hand. I'm gonna make a small little building here. Yes, I'm gonna make a small little building here. The plant, and yeah, I gotta do a lot of excavation and landscaping. The main goal, I think, is to to build a replica of this, but do it a lot more efficiently and a lot larger scale. So, right. How are you doing? You're still okay. Not condensing. That's nice. Alright. How's main power? Main power is not great. I really need to figure out. No, I don't need to figure it out. I just need to do it. Need to program that chip in there. So when the batteries get down to a certain point, turn that Stirling engine on. That Stirling engine, you know, it's not doing a huge amount, but it's enough to keep the batteries on the plus side. And since I have the water production down there, replenishing the heat in here, and then transfer over to there, yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I think that's... that I need a lot of steel, because it's going to be a big building. I think the entire first floor is going to be dedicated to a huge, huge garden. And I think in that particular case, I will have everything piped up and automated to produce charcoal as well as fertilizer, because, well, why not? So this will be my emergency backup, or this could just be pure food production. I mean, it's already set up. I could do that. That probably would make a lot more sense since I have the kitchen in here. Yeah, so that can purely be for volatiles and then therefore water production. Which all I really need to do is have a pipe of volatiles coming out and tying into you. Well, that's no big deal. I can do that. And I could do the same thing as the for the oxygen side. It gets too warm, just have the same setup in here. Gets too warm, high pressure, it reclaims the oxygen, cools it down enough to be mixed in with into the fuel, and yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to finally, after all this time, get the backup power brought up because the reasons. Oh. Well, thank you. Here. Have some of that. And, anybody need a, nobody need a tater? Okay. Well, then I'll start, get, I know, it's crowded. I'll start collecting seeds again. I've got my backup seeds here. So, yes. Now, how would I plan out my harveys a little bit more efficiently? That's going to be a question. Well, I think the real question's going to be, what exactly would I be growing to get the biomass? Although potatoes are quite nice to have because they serve a multitude of purposes. Basically, you can eat them as well as recycle them. They're not necessarily the best thing to have. Now, if I get the trader station up and running, I can get some switchgrass seeds. That would be ideal. Yes. Though, another thing that would be kind of nice would be to get some mushrooms. I have all this oxygen available to me. It'd be nice to get some mushrooms growing. Those can also be utilized as far as biomass. And they'll produce carbon dioxide. Then I wouldn't have to go through a huge rigmarole of trying to cool down carbon dioxide to get pumped in, and yeah. So even though I'm doing pretty good, there's still plenty of things to worry about. And, yes, the composter. Well, I've got the water hooked up. I've got all the different vents and such hooked up. I should be able to get that producing what I need to produce. Just have to change the code. Do that later. Since it's so critical, I'll do that later. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Thank you. Some random steel sheets. I'll need those. Why do I still have potato seeds in my... Here. But they're there for safekeeping. Right. So, have a logic circuit that is... Yes, I have a logic circuit. I may not need this logic circuit, though. I probably don't need a logic circuit. No, what I'll need is another chip. So this housing will be able to read from the batteries what the average charge is, and then it can do some mathematics and decide, okay, if it's at a certain point, put this memory to, say, let's see. Well, we could actually, oh, that's genius. We could just go ahead and write what the number is. So if this is at 76%, let's say, we'll just write 76 to the memory. Have another logic chip read from the memory and say, okay, it's at 76%, and at 70%, I want the Stirling engine to kick on. So we don't need to turn anything on, everything's fine. And then as this gets down to, say, 69%, that'll be 69. That will then go ahead, not the logic reader, the new housing that I need to print out. Don't have an extra housing, by the way, do I? Never hurts to double check to see what you have or don't have. Alright, so I need another housing. Means I'll need another chip, right? I don't have an extra chip. Oh, I do have a chip. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an extra chip. Alright, housing. I need steel. Do I have silver? That's not steel. I have one stack of 300 steel. I need to make more steel. Alright. Alright. Well, give me a few more of these. I'm gonna need some extra ones for the large building over there, so yeah. Because I might as well just duplicate, or I don't have to duplicate, do I? I just have I could have chutes run all the way over here to go into the processing unit. That way I don't have to duplicate too much. Okay. Okay, well, let's just grab a couple of those then. Gold. I'll take the smaller amount of gold. Alright. And, how many? You'll give me 4 of those? Yeah, give me 4 of those. So I'm going to have atmospheric units over there as well, so they'll need to be chipped. And let me get, where's the drill? There's the drill. that taken down. Oh, switch it around. So we want the power coming down through the bottom, and then the data will hook up on through the top. Let me just put those there. Yeah, get the cable cutters. Cut that. Cut that. Right. Okay. Right, you're looking for a chip which you don't have. Put the cables in over there. Oh. Here we go. Put the extra chips up here. Oh, screwdriver. Where did that come from? You back where you belong. Right, and you're on your last one, which is fine. Okay, so we will put you on the floor. Take you, put you there. We will clear you out. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay. So, want a batch read from the batteries. I'll go ahead and pin that. You know that. I should probably take care of that one first. Now that's an empty chip, so put you up there. Right. Okay. Let's see. We will want to alias. We'll just call it mem for memory, right? So that can be D0. Now we will need to define the bats. The batteries will be a regular station battery. And we can always go ahead and change this to the large batteries if we ever get an advanced furnace up. Alright. So, start. Yield. Now we'll want to load batch from the bats. No. Load into R0 from the bats. Let's see. Ratio average. Let's try that. And no. Save to D be the setting of R0. And we'll jump to the start. Right. This hopefully will read the ratio of the bats and write it to the housing so we can see if this argument actually works. And hopefully it does. That should actually have come up with an error. Why is it not coming up with an error? Oh, maybe because it's not trying to access. Well, that's silly. You still should need to know what it is. Well, we'll turn you off. That is logic and memory. So let's go try and find it. Here we go. Yeah, it says it's 68.4 going down to 68.3. Okay. Well, that number, although intriguing, is not all that useful. So, what if we were to multiply into R0 by 100? Okay. Well, that's a more usable number, but we don't need the decimals. So if I remember correctly, let's find out. There's got to be a way to truncate that number. I believe. Yes. Yeah. Truncate. And go into R0, whatever the heck R0 is. So that should only give us a full integer, not a decimal fraction. Let's find out. Helps if you turn it on. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Then we just need to write that number to the memory. Okay. All right. I'll keep the dB in there just for the heck of it. Save to the mem. We'll to the setting R0. That's 65. That's 65. Now what we could do, if we really wanted to be fancy, which I think we will, is we'll take this part and we'll put it in before we truncate the number, right? So we'll have the raw number, well, after it's been multiplied. So we'll have the raw fractional number, I should say, saved to the dB, so we can see it start to tick down, and then we'll have the truncated number to the memory, and so as this comes down, we can see in real time when this ticks over from, say, 64 down to 63. Or whatever the case is. So 64, 64, that boom, it just went down to 63. So perfect. So in this way, we can actually have access to both numbers. So if we wanted to, we could have a graph of the real number. And you know what we could do? Let's say we wanted to go ahead and display on a graph to the hundredths or the tenths. Hundredths probably make more sense. So say 67.05. We want to have that on a graph or even on a LED. We could go ahead and have that, still truncate a number into a different register, probably make more sense, to be written to the logic memory, so then this can decide, all right, do I need to turn the Stirling engine on? Do I need to turn the solid generator on? So forth and so forth. And so on and so on. Right, so, okay, we'll leave that working, because that's, well, working. And now we'll come deal with you. So, clear that out. We'll completely put in the same exact first line, because why not? And now, we need to define, and might as well define this as a constant hash.
Hydration critical.
And I'm thirsty. Well, you can wait a little bit. That way, if I had multiple Stirling engines or multiple solid generators or multiple gas generators for that matter, the one command will turn them all on, turn them all off. So, let's see. Do solid. And we'll type solid in there. We'll want the generator solid fuel. Come on, copy that to clipboard. Boom. And we will... No. No. Stirling.
Power low.
Oh, come on now. Stirling engine. Get that. No. Yes. Alright, let me just get Let me get that in there. Let me take care of these issues, because why not? Let's go this way, because we need water. Hour. Oh. Oh. I need to, I need to worry about my filters. That's not good. No. Oh, got some more taters. Ooh, well, since I'm here, might as well eat something as well. Yeah, I'm gonna take some of those taters and cook them up. At the very least, put them in the fridge. One? Who only gave me one? Which one of you only gave me one? Oh, never mind. Haha, it was hidden. It's fine. Yes, I'll put you there for safekeeping. Goes that. And collect more seeds. Right. Right. Yes, back to coding.
Low pressure.
Whoops.
Oxygen low. Oxygen
Yeah,
critical.
okay, I figured it out.
Pressure critical.
I got it. Right. Now, where were we? Let's see. Probably want to define low power as 70%. And then emergency, emerge power as, oh, I don't know. I don't want it too high. I don't want it too, well, low won't be that big of a problem, right? So it could go down to like 25%. Let's do that. So we'll load it into R0 from the memory, the setting. Now, what do we want? Well, if we're down to emergency power, we definitely want to have the Stirling engine on first, right? Because that should have theoretically kicked on before the solid generator gets turned on. So we'll check for that first. Now, I might actually keep that. I'll put the register as R10 because I want to hold on to that number because I'm going to be utilizing it multiple times. So now we can say set less than into R0 is R10 less than low power. Now if it is, then we can save to nope, save batch to the Stirling engines on R0. Okay. Sounds simple enough. And we can do the same thing here. The emerge power. And we'll just call that solid. Okay. So we'll load that into there. Are you less than low power? If yes, turn that on. If no, turn that off. Same thing. Are you less than emergency power? If yes, turn you on. If not, turn you off. So if we get down to emergency power, they'll both be on. If we get above emergency power, we'll kick off the solid, keep the Stirling turned on. And if, of course, they're above both, everything turns off. Now, this is completely separate from the wind turbines, because those are hit and miss. You know, sometimes you'll get really low wind, low power generation. Next thing you know, you get a storm and everything's maxed out. But that's okay. That's okay. So that should work. That should work. So if I put you into there, turn you on, you're coming up with an error because you're actively trying to access the memory, which is fine. So logic memory. So right now, in this configuration, the Stirling engine would turn on and the solid generator would be shut off at 53%. Okay, well, let's reset that program, turn that on. Let's see what we got going on out here. Hopefully, my coding is correct and everything will work. Now, you're off. Okay. And you're not on. Because you're not hooked up to the... Helps to have the data connection hooked up so it knows that you want it to turn on and off. Yeah. So now it turns on. Okay. So that worked. Yay. So that means if I go over here, turn you on, you turn immediately back off. Same thing here. Turn you off, you turn immediately back on. Alright, that works. Why didn't I think about doing this before? It didn't take very long. That wasn't very hard. It didn't even take that much... Well... And there's a storm. You just can't make this stuff up. So soon, that'll kick above 70%, and that'll turn off what you just did. Okay. Hey, guess what? It all worked. How fortuitous. Right. Well, that's nice. Turn you off. Now, the good thing about this, I imagine, you know, if I knew when a storm was coming, and if I remember correctly, I've got that hooked up directly to the main line, right? So if I could read that a storm is coming, if it's within a certain threshold of we know the storm's about to hit, we could have another memory say, hey, and then this can check to see how close is the storm, how much power do we have. So then even if we're down to like, I don't know, 20, 15%, but a storm is like, hey, 30 seconds out, we can turn off everything. The storm comes, zips these up to full power, no problem. Yeah. That way it would save fuel, and it would save heat from the Stirling engine. Here. Why is it so cold in here? What's going on? What are you on for? What the heck? Well, that's just silly. Okay, whatever. So okay, that works. Cool, that's nice. Let's put you in there. Let's close you up and put you back in the tool belt. Well, okay, so now I don't have to worry about having to manipulate the Stirling engine and all that jazz. Not that I really have had any problems with power lately. I really need to check on that, though. What that needs to be... I need that to empty out whenever it gets to a state of an error. That's what I need. Yes, well, I'll go out there anyway to see if it needs to be emptied out. If it does, well, then I'll empty it out. Oh, besides, I need to Put away my empty filter. And of course you do need to be emptied out. So, okay, empty you out. I do need to make more steel, so that iron will come in handy. I've got a boatload of coal, not to mention what little charcoal I've been able to manufacture. And I'm not hurting for power. If I need to get more iron, I'm probably going to have to go out and mine it, because as nice as this setup is, it's just inefficient. It doesn't get me enough when I need it. Yeah. How are you doing? 6, you're not worth turning off. How are you doing? 2.4 megapascals. Got a fair amount of pollutants in there, but you're not at enough high enough. You're not high enough pressure just to condense. Now I guess I could get rid of. Yeah, I could get rid of one of these utilities, but it's kind of nice to have the capacity to when, if, let's say, you had a huge amount of biomass going in process. It's going to get vacuumed out by the vent. I like to have enough room in here. I mean, it off-gases a lot. So I think I'm not going to reduce that. No. No. That's gonna have to be the way it is. But in the meantime... Right. I really need to do something about the weather station. Do I need... Well, I have plenty of atmospherics units for the new base. Or new building, I should say. All part of the same base. But okay. Okay. Yeah, I really do need a lot more steel. Alright, let's get this stuff organized. Alright. Okay, get the uraniums. Get the nickel. Let's see, where is... That's a full 50, huh? Well, alright, I think it probably would be a good idea to consider getting an advanced furnace up and get some of the super alloys just dealt with and out of the way. Because we got a decent amount of coal. Plus, I think the charcoal's over there. Storm's still going like gangbusters. Let's see. Let's get this off the floor so I don't have to deal with it. No organization whatsoever. Yeah, that's just the way that is. Did something get in there? No, something did not get to go in there. I'm running out of room. Can't believe I need more shelf space. I guess I could put a shelf back over here, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's all that. Might as well pick up the silicon and probably... I think I may need silicon for some of the more advanced things in here, so we'll just put you in there. Well, there's not a lot I can do out there. I need more steel frames. That's what I need. Oh, finally? Good. Well, let me get hydrated and fed, and let me go out there and excavate some of the terrain and get it ready for whatever size I think I want to build. Like I said, it's going to have many ooh. Hello. Yes. Thank you. Does anybody need any? Yes, some of you do. Let's split you into halves. And yes, definitely like this. Oh, you already planted, so okay. Anything else need to be? You're trying to seed. You're gonna give me a seed. Here, give me a seed. I'll replant you. How are you doing? Ooh. Okay, you're gonna give me a seed. Replant you. You're trying to seed. You're gonna give me a seed. Alright. This is a little bit of a productive session right here. You're trying to seed. You have given me a seed. One potato. Oh, well, you're lucky I'm not too particular right about now. One potato. Right. Right. Well, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, get a snack. Get a drink. Pick up some more stuff off the floor. One potato. Oh, this is getting out of hand. Here, have another potato. Alright. Okay, get the mining deal out. We are set that to flatten. Whew. That's finished. Alright, I think this will be big enough. I hope. Well, at least it'll be tall enough. Yeah, it's chugging along. Alright. How are we doing here? Turn you off. Let's see. Most analyzer. Yeah, we're accumulating some more pollutant, probably from all that iron. Okay. Well, at least we got a decent amount of steel this time around. That's still chugging along. Wonder how my water's doing downstairs. Yeah, how are you doing? You're warm. Ooh, why are you up? Okay. It's still going and doing its thing, but you're almost up to a megapascal. Okay. Guess it just ebbs and flows. Ooh, you're nice and toasty warm. You still going? And I'm almost out of volatiles. Outstanding! Yeah, that's how are the filters doing? Filters, yeah, they're doing okay. Got some backups here. Oh. Not really, do I? Yeah, they're doing alright. So, I'm about to run out of volatiles. Great. Hurry, hurry, hurry. That's my bet. Yeah, let's top off the battery. Keep growing, my pretties. Keep growing. I need everything that you can give me. Is anybody empty? Yes, there is somebody empty over here. Here, have some seeds. And you... Well, you... get a drink of water. Helps it open up my helmet. Okay, you need to be refilled. And my last cooked tater, huh? Yeah, I've got 4 potatoes there. That'll be fine. More on the grow. Speaking of which, okay, you're starting to seed again. Good. Right. Yes. If I grow the big, huge production in there, will I need as many of these here? Good question. I don't know. What are we doing for gases in here? Yeah, a little high on the O2. You know what I could do? Here, if I focus on getting an enclosed space there, I could heat it up with, well, I could do many things. Don't really need to collect the oxygen. So I could go ahead and completely evacuate or mostly evacuate everything that's in there. That'll take a little while. It's going to be a huge space. I've got all this CO2 and nitrogen that I can utilize. Now, it'll be super hot, but then I've also got all of this collected O2 in here. In there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Since I'm continuously cooling this down and extracting breathable O2 from here. Speaking of which, oh, those filters are doing okay. Yes, keep growing. Grow, grow, grow. So I need to get that skyscraper built. Yeah. It's a good thing I have a bunch of frames on hand. Let's get to work. Close the helmets so they don't get yelled at. How's the battery? Yeah, battery's okay. How's the welder battery? Ah, that's not okay. That's fine. Well, let's get that monstrosity built, I guess, or framed out. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Yeah, right, so that's where Jupiter is at. I'm not going to clear all this out, but the first level, that's going to be mainly growing with grow lights anyway. This doesn't need to have any external view. I just did that because it was nice to look outside. So this could be fully framed in. Maybe even the first 2 levels could be fully framed in, and then above that, intersperse some windows here and there. That's a thought. Alright. That's what we'll do. Start over here and laying down an outer wall. It's going to take a lot of frames and a lot of steel plates. That's alright. We'll make it work. Nope. Come on, squirrel wheel. I'm not gonna have enough to finish, am I? Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just this one wall. Oh boy. Yeah. Let me get to welding some of the stuff since I'm here and got a fresh battery in the welder. Oh, this is going to be something. Yeah, since I'm here, top off the welder battery. Should probably really think about getting into the fertilizer production. Yeah, maybe the next batch of potatoes I'll do that. I'm gonna need a lot more trays though. A lot more Harveys. Good, more steel sheets. Those will definitely come in handy. What do we have here? Yeah, you empty out, because... Okay. Let's do 150. It's that. It's you. Let's grab you guys and split you into 150s. I'll take 300 and give me more frames. Nope. Hit the button before you hit the button. Okay. You give me a bunch more frames because I'm going to need them. And I'll just weld up a bunch of stuff. There's a suit battery. Yeah. You're kicking on. You're doing your thing. Oof, this is going to be a big one. Whole lot of welding going on here.
Hydration critical.
Hydration is critical. Well, I think it's time we dealt with this. Deploy the laptop. And you go there, pull you out, put you in, import you, put you back. Right. Now. 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 Now, now. Now, 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 now. Right. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Now we're on our own circuit. I could go ahead and just batch right to the vent. That'd free up this pin. Okay. So if I have the, have the sensor. We'll call that the cooler. Alright, we can replace the pin for the vent for the composter. which means I just need to define vent here. Okay. And so then we save batch. Let's see. Let's copy that. Save batch. That. So that's okay. So this can be the compostor, correct? Composter. Sure, why not? Let's spell things correctly for a change. Composter, so, alright. Let's turn to distribution, turn that on. Batch right to that. And I would imagine that we would basically do the same thing for the composter, right? We just make sure it's turned on. And then if we loaded slot from the composter, we tell it to activate. That should work, right? So, alright. And then we'll just copy that. Do that. Okay. That should work. Right? Let's find out. Can't export when there's no chip in there. Alright. Export. You will come up with an error because of reasons. Okay. So, advanced composter. And then sensor is no device, although that should be hooked up, right? Pipe analyzer. Now the cooler is something we do not have hooked up. That would be the, that would be a digital valve. We should probably put a digital valve on there, huh? Do we have a digital valve? We have a turbo pump. We do not have a digital valve. Let's go get a digital valve. And what else do we need a digital valve? We need a digital valve to hook up to some pipe, which would then hook up to the what? It would hook up to something. Yes, you keep printing out them frames because we're going to need a whole lot of frames. Let's see. Digital valve. We're going to need some invar. Invar. Got some solder. What are you? You're more solder. Okay. Where's the invar? Invar 23 units. Give me your invar. Okay. Yeah, just give me one of those. I'll need a heat exchanger. Give me one of those. I'll need a little itty bitty cable. 19. I hope that's enough. Here. Give me that. Turn You off, and actually, we'll go out this way. Right, so I need you to hook up to... I need you to hook up to there. Because you're going to continue to get warm because of all the condensation. That's right, that's right, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so... I am going to need then the wrench. You to come out that way. Okay, so the valve will go there. Okay, you're gonna have to come out here and then go up, and then you'll go up, and then kick gas and gas. You go there. So get a valve. Valve there, and you'll hook up like so. Get the cable cutters. Boom. Okay, so Atmos, that's what I wanted. I wanted to see what you were doing. You're gonna get cold. Yes, you're gonna get cold. So if I open you up, that means you're gonna get cold. Now, at a certain point, that's gonna be too cold. But it should stop at -10 if I'm not mistaken. Actually. Oh, you're okay, you're cold because there. That's okay. We got cold everywhere. That's fine. Everything's just fine. Yes. It'll be okay. Right. Okay. So that's done. Come back in here. And top off the suit battery, because why not? Come back into here. Right. And screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver? What did I do with my screwdriver? I didn't put my screwdriver in here, did I? No. Okay, not in there. Great. What did I do with my screwdriver? It's right there for some reason. Right. Hate that happens. Get in there. Now, yeah, screwdriver. The cooler is actually going to be the digital valve, and the lever is the lever. Composter is a composter. Furnace is a furnace. Centrifuge. Yes, we're good to go. So theoretically, if I turn this on, you're turned it on. You turn. You have been, yes, you're operational. Let me put the tool away. Put potatoes in hand. And if I go ahead and say, have some potatoes, you're due. Okay. You're working. But you didn't stop. You stopped. Hmm. Maybe I don't check to see. I don't know. Maybe I just say turn on and activate. Maybe that's what I do. Let's try that, because if I remember correctly, you do need to activate it. So maybe we just say that. Take you, do that, export, do that. Okay, I think it likes that better. Yeah, learn something new every day, right? So eventually, you should then poop out the poop. Right. Now let's see how that works. Now, chew away. Oh, probably put the chip back in there. Right, now we do need to go ahead and check to see what are we getting into that pipe. Because I do believe... Aha! So, we're getting nitrogen as well as volatiles. Well, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. We do need nitrogen, because at some point we do need to start growing a fair amount of soybeans in order to get the oil, in order to be able to can a lot of this food. But then we're going to need to filter... Oh great, we're completely out of volatiles. Well now. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. We need to get up to a certain pressure in order for the pollutant to liquefy. Now, if we get volatiles and nitrogen in here, it's not the end of the world. No. It's not the end of the world at all. We just don't want the pollutant, because the pollutant causes problems. Yes. Pollutant causes problems. So that should actually... Hunger caution. I'm not worried about the hunger right now. I'm worried about the hydrogen. So, you're finishing up the last of what you're finishing up because you have no more volatiles. Okay, it means you're basically not producing a darn thing because it's only got so much left. Which means you're gonna go down into... Which means you're gonna go down... Oh, check the filters, right? Those are okay. Those are okay. That's gonna be reduced to nothing. Or actually, it will be, what will it be? It'll be oxygen and CO2. Not CO2, H2O. There was O in there somewhere. Well, you're Water, you're being completely removed via the pump. Oh, that's a decent amount of water, though. That's 23 liters just in the pipe network. So we did get a decent amount of water. We're just now in a world of hurt for hydrogen. Yes. You're cooling down, which I still do want it to cool down, but you're not producing enough pressure to start liquefying. Now, if I go ahead and even if I were to pass the pollutant through right now, it would give a dirty mix to the water producer. It would still go ahead and produce water, but not as efficiently. It would pass any of the pollutant and the nitrogen, it would pass that through to the filtration systems. Then I'd have nitrogen I'd have to worry about. Yeah, I don't want to worry about nitrogen right now. So that's going to happen regardless if I have pollutant in here. Got another stumbling block, so, that is an interesting problem to have. However, with it being cooled down, I could put another filtration unit somewhere along here. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe down here? Collect the, oh, that's a bit busy over here. Could reroute power cable. That's just going to be a mess. Alright, so I may have to come up with a different plan, but this should all be self-correcting for the most part. Right. Now, you're just going to keep on... No, because you're not processing anything. You'll fill up with the oxygen, which is fine. You should stop doing anything when that is empty. In fact, I'm tempted just to shut you off right now. You can stay on because you're not going to hurt anything. Right. Although for some reason you're still expelling and you're still... Why are you still... Well, that's just weird. Why are you still expelling O2 and taking in O2? Oh, well. Well, if that's the case, what I may have to end up doing then is shutting this thing down completely. Because they're completely empty. You're not really able to do much because there's hardly anything to take out of there. It's mainly steam that needs to be condensed at the right pressure. You're virtually empty. So, in reality, all you gets turned off until I can get hydrogen built back up. Make sure those are turned off. Now those should be isolated, right? Okay, you're still condensing. That's why you're warming up. That's fine. So with the valve turned off, that should have automatically shut everything off. But anyway. Okay, so you're completely down until I can get my hydrogen situation sorted out. Now, I could go mine for some, but that's not the purpose of the experiment. Purpose of the experiment is sustainability. Now, let's go inside and let's check on our centrifuge. Still chugging away, just what I'd like to see. Let's go check on the water that should be collected up inside the greenhouse. It's not part of the actual hydroponics. Fertilizer! It's working! Here. Have some more. You need seeds. Okay. Okay, so that's working. That's working. How's my water level? Yeah, I could use a sip. Ah, another one empty. Okay. Have a snack. Yeah, that'll get me through a little bit. So now I think we're in a position of okay. We can start using the fertilizer. And I think it'll be okay. Well, don't stand right in front on underneath it. I'm full of poop enough. I don't need any more. Thank you very much. But okay. Oh, okay. So now we need bumper crops, guys. Bumper crops. Just give me everything you got. Everything you got. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Right. What I may start off doing... Oh, I really need to get to switchgrass. That or tomatoes. Tomatoes would be nice. I don't have to replant everything. They just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Well, leave that there. That's off. That's fine. I need to get that other building up and going. I don't, there's no other way around it. I gotta get that going. I'm gonna need so much iron for all them there trays. Alright. Alright. Take you. I'll take you. I don't need you right now. I'll take you. I'll take you. No, I do need you right now. I don't need you right now. You're done with that. Sure, you give me more of those. You turn off. You can turn off. Oh, I'm going to need a lot more steel sheets. I should probably have had those printing out, but let's get this monstrosity framed out. Now, I want the view to be rather nice. However, what I'm thinking is completely enclose it in frames, and then later on, put the glass windows up, and then remove the excess frames. Now, if I do that before I fill in the floors of each different level, then I can reuse those frames and steel sheets for the floors. At least that's the idea. But let's get this thing all figured out. Yes. So many frames, and I still need so many more. And a roof. Oops. Roof would be nice. Yes. Alright. Because I'm going to need all the steel sheets, I think. Yes, I'm going to need all steel sheets. You know what? How about you give me that many steel sheets? Or you could give me that many more, yes. That many more, steel frames. Well, let's go check on our potato production and see if we can't get some more fertilizer made. And speaking of which, you know what? I think I'm going to start holding on to all these seeds so they don't plant anymore until I get some fertilizer in there. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do, and I think that's what needs to be done. On the other hand, you get to do anything, right? Well, let's go check on the gases being produced. You condensing yet? Okay, good, good, good. You're condensing the pollutants out. That's what I like to see. Alright. Okay. You know, I think we're going to be alright. Now, you're doing your thing. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't have you set up, do I? No. So what I may end up having to do... You're just getting warmer. That's fine. There's nothing in you, so you can't really transfer any heat. So you're just transferring whatever you can over to there, which is fine. Actually, everything's working as it's supposed to. I just need to figure out what to do with the nitrogen. And the only logical thing that I can think of doing is filter it out of the volatiles or let the volatiles do its thing. And then filter it out into there. Into either here or somewhere else. Guess we'll figure that out when we have to start figuring that out.
Power low.
Power's low. Well, then I reckon I better get inside and get some power. Total of 4 fertilizer. Well, that is just amazing. Here. Have some more. Make some more. Make lots more. I need lots more. You're still trying to seed. Alright, you're about to... You are seeding. What about you? Another seed. Oh, everything. Ooh. Okay. Yes. Even you. Well, alright. You're still trying to seed. Give me a seed. Give me a seed. Still trying to seed. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Give me your taters. Oops. Oh well. I need the taters. I need the room. I need so much fertilizer. You're still seeding. Okay. Don't get too overzealous. Although now I do have 18 in my hand. Get to processing. Rest of you get to growing. Let's go. I've got things I need to do. But alright, that's doing its thing. That should push out the rest of the pollutant. Okay. Alright. Well, we're moving along. We're moving along. Things are happening. Things are going pretty okay. Just need to get the harvest cleared out and switch them over to use the fertilizer, and yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Get the volatile production up and running and get the water back up and running and get that monstrosity built out, framed up, welded up, evacuated out. Then I can start thinking about putting some breathing gases in there of various temperatures to make it livable and, more importantly, make it growable. Yes. Then I need to build a trading station, which I'll probably try to do in the near future, because I would like to get a better variety of things. I think what I will do over here for the majority... Thank you. for the majority of the Harveys is switch over to soybean production, because that seems to take a bit of time. And I'll have the fertilizer, so hopefully that will help them grow a little bit better, faster, more plentiful, a lot more of those things. And which means then hopefully I'll be able to make some oil, and then I can can some things. Please let me be able to can some things. That way I can get a nice little stockpile of extra food. Probably put another shelving unit right here. Fill that thing up full of food. So I don't have to... I haven't really been worrying about potatoes, but, you know, or food, but it's like, thank you. Keep on producing. You're my new friend. Yeah. So yeah. But until then, I think that's gonna do it for now. Everything seems to be working except for everything that's not. Yeah, I do need to get a lot more hydrogen / volatiles. We're working on it. Working on it. But things are, yes. Things are working. Yeah, but until then, I think that's going to be it for the moment. And, well, as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe. See ya. It's modern art.